Hey there, everybody. This is Feel It Friday. I'm so excited to talk to you today about this because this is something I've been working on personally, and I've been working on it with many of you in our coaching calls. And I'm also going to have an episode on the podcast, my open to everyone podcast Beyond the Rank, that's going to come out about this as well. But I wanted to plant a little seed for you here in our community so that you can start working on this and apply these 3 simple steps for yourself. Okay. So a lot of times you will come to me and you will say things like, I wish that I wasn't this way. I wish I could be a better business builder. I wish I could be, I wish I could have higher points in my back office. I wish that, I wish that, I wish that I could, be something else, right? Whatever it is that it is for you. I wish I could be skinnier. I wish I could be a higher rank. I wish that I could, wish that I lived in a bigger town or whatever it is, right? And anytime, and we all do this, by the way, this is something that all of us do. And it's really a self-love journey to get beyond it. And a lot of you will say to me, like, how do I be nicer to myself? How do I have better compassion for myself? And what I want to tell you is the way that you do that is you agree with whatever your brain is offering you. And some of you are going to be like, that sounds scary, right? So for example, if you think that your points are not high enough, right? And your brain offers it to you every time you open your back office, you're like, oh, I don't have enough points in there. And you're like, oh, I shouldn't think this. I should think, oh, so nice, so great, not enough points in my back office. And you're like, oh, why is it not working, Emily? Because I want you to do 3 things from here on out, moving forward. I want you to practice this, okay? Step 1 is I want you to agree with your brain. Your brain says, we don't have enough points. And you're going to be like, you're right. We don't have enough points. You're right. We totally don't have enough points. And then I want you to acknowledge, how does that make you feel? Right? I don't have enough points. You're right, brain. We don't have enough points. How does it make me feel? Does it make me feel worthless? Does it make me feel less than? Does it make me not feel good enough? What does it make you feel? Right? What does it mean about you that your points are not high enough? Right? You'll know the answer. Your brain has the answer. If your brain tells you we don't know, then I want you to say to it, let's just take a guess. What does it mean about us that our points are not high enough in our back office? And your brain is going to offer you something along the lines of, we don't have a big enough network. I'm not good enough. I'm worthless. I'm not enough. I'm a bad leader, whatever it is. Right? And then what I want you to do is just sit in that feeling, in that negative emotion, whatever it is, like worthless or sad or worry, whatever it is, there's going to be a negative emotion that you're feeling from that moment when you look at your points and you think something like, I'm not good enough, I'm a bad leader, or whatever you're making it mean about you, right? So agree with your brain. You're right. We're not good enough. Number 2, notice how it makes you feel. Worthless, anxious, sad, any negative emotion, right? Process it, allow it. Where in my body do I feel that? Is it like I have a tight knot in my tummy? Is my heart racing? Is it really sad and heavy? Do I feel like dark, cloudy, anything like that, right? And then once you're in that place and you allow yourself that space to just let your brain be right about the negative thing that it's thinking about you in that moment, and you're feeling sad or guilty or shame or worthless, then number 3, I want you to ask yourself, now what? You're right. We're not good enough. Now what? And from that place, you're going to be able to get leverage over whatever it is that you're currently believing, because it's what you currently believe that is keeping you where you are. It's keeping your points in your back office where you are. It's keeping the number on the scale where you are. It's holding you in the same place where you are. So just allow your brain to just agree with it. Be like, yep, you're right. We're not good enough. You're absolutely right. And I feel worthless because of it. Now what? And from that place of now what, you're going to be able to start asking yourself questions from a place of curiosity. What I mean by this is, from this place, you're going to start thinking things like, where do I get my worth? Did I receive my worth before I came to earth? Did I live before I came to earth? Like, go ask your pastor, what do you believe? What does your specific religion believe? If he's like, no, we didn't live before we were born. Okay, perfect. Check, got that. When do I receive my worth? There's no wrong or right answer. You just get to decide. Did you receive your worth when you had a heartbeat? Was that like 6 to 8 weeks gestation? Or did you receive your worth when you were born? Like, everyone is right. Whatever answer your brain comes up with, it's totally right. We don't have to agree. Nobody has to agree. This is the best part about thought work, right? You get to decide what you want to believe. And then from that place, you get to be curious. So if I received my worth at this point, then I have worth, and my worth is not determined by the points in my back office. So where's my worth determined by? It's determined by God, whatever it is that your brain offers you, right? And from that space, then you are going to make some leverage and you're going to be able to decide, like, do I want to believe that the numbers in my back office are what give me my worth? No, I don't want to believe that anymore. I want to reject that. I want to believe that my worth comes from just me being a human being. And some of you will say, oh my gosh, like I have to like put all of my worth on the points in my back office. Like that's where my paycheck comes from. Like I have to like buckle down and like beat myself up all the way to my next rank. And that's just not true. If it worked, fine, but it doesn't work. And it's not going to get you where you want to be. For a very, very small percentage of people, like less than 1% of people can beat themselves up all the way to success, but it usually ends in burnout. And there's just such a better way. And the better way is to just acknowledge what you already believe about yourself, that you suck, that you're not worth anything, that your points are not good enough. And that means you're not good enough. Just allow it, accept it, then feel the emotion that comes with it. Worthlessness, shame, betrayal, whatever. You're already rejecting yourself. And because you're in resistance to it, it's making it bigger and worse for you. And that's why we're not moving the needle on the points in the back office or the number on the scale or whatever it is. This is just simply a self-love journey for you. And in this process of just admitting, being honest with yourself about what you truly believe about yourself, giving yourself the space to just feel that pain, that negative emotion, and then saying, yep, you're right. Now what? From there, you're going to be able to find curiosity to decide what you really want to believe about it. And from there, from that place, you're going to be able to take action from a completely different energy, from an energy that's deciding, what if the points don't matter? What if the points are all made up? And from that space, you're going to be so much more able to take the actions that actually lead you to higher points, to the number on the scale you want to be, to whatever it is, to a better marriage, to a team with lots of business builders. If the other way worked, beating ourselves up, just thinking new thoughts, if all of that worked, then we would have everybody at success all the time. This is the worth work doing. I know it feels scary, but it's because your brain thinks that you're going to die if you experience negative emotion. You're not. You're already feeling negative emotion and it's not killing you. Give yourself the space. Risk being a little bit scared to do this work, to figure out what you want to believe about yourself, what you want to believe about your business. And from that energy, I promise you, you're going to be able to show up as a different version of yourself that's going to create the higher points. It works. Remember, agree with what you believe, process the negative emotion that comes with it, and then ask yourself, now what? If that's all true, now what? Move into curiosity and self-love from there. And I promise you, it's going to change your whole life. Have an amazing week, you guys. Bye now.